You ready for some St. Pepsi? Hey, look at that. Dramatic lighting. It's pretty shit. Still messing with things a little bit as far as lighting goes. That was why I was a little bit late initially, because I ended up moving my entire lighting setting around. Give me just a sec, guys. Late stream, unsubscribe, right? Unsub, dislike, negative comment. I will feed the engagement algorithm. Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Alex. How you doing, guys? Sorry about that. I had something come up right as I started, unfortunately. Hey, Walker Pierce, what's up? And Lazy D, what is happening, Zero? Hope you're doing all right. Let me see what I want to do here. I'm a little bit out of it right now, unfortunately, so I apologize on that end. Trying a new lighting configuration. I don't like it very much, but unfortunately, I don't know what's changed with my whole configuration, but I just don't like it right now. Negative engagement is still engagement. Well, that's like negative publicity is still publicity, which is something I vaguely agree with in the sense that yes, you're going to get publicity, and yes, it's probably going to garner you some success, but also, why do you want that for yourself? I'm just asking. It's very weird not being blinded by studio lights. I'm not gonna lie. Because I've set them off to the side now, so they're just blinding my peripheral vision, which is way better than just being straight in my face. Because it used to be the lighting was directly behind where the camera is over there. And now it's not. So I kind of like this better for that, because I can see better as far as what I'm doing and not be blinded for like 3 hours. Which is probably better for my eyes, admittedly. However, there's also just, I don't know. I could do any number of things. Also, chat is not updating again. I really don't know what's up with Stream Elements chat. Stream Elements bot running now, but it should have been picking this stuff up well beforehand. So I'm not sure why it's only grabbing Little OxyClean's message. By the way, thank you for being first. You were like a half hour early. If you're still in the chat, welcome in. Everybody else, welcome in. Yeah, I'm looking at this new lighting setup, and I'm just, like, trying to figure this out. Hi, Stram Elements. I love Stram Elements. My favorite elements. I'm just looking at this lighting setup. So I got one light over here, basically, like, where my finger is. Like, it's right there. And I got another light down in the corner here, and the reason that the one's down in the corner is because I don't have a second light stand to, like, lift it up. And, unfortunately, the way that my desk is set up, I mean, I could just show you guys. But I don't want to move the thing around too much because I've been having USB cable issues. I have this clamped to, like, my desk. I have the light clamped to my desk, just straight up. I could clamp it to, like, the side of the post that's holding up all the shelves up here, but I can't clamp it to the shelves themselves because there's nowhere to clamp it onto, so I can't get it high. And if I turn this light off, then you get this effect, which just doesn't look good. You know, even if I leave it like this and have it be the primary light, I don't think it looks very good. I think because it's like a lower light source, so it gives you that sort of like almost horror vibe, and it just looks weird to me. I don't know. I'm picky about this sort of shit. Literally nobody else is picky about this except me. It's only me and my own stream that's causing this to myself, but I'm doing it. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you're having a good, well, end of your week, I suppose. We got, what, one more day? No, it's Friday. Next week, I will not be streaming. For anybody who's wondering, I am going on vacation starting the following Monday, and I will not be back for 2 weeks. So unfortunately, that's going to be like 3 weeks of streams that just aren't going to happen, which it is what it is. I do this because it's fun, guys. As much as I would love to be here and hang out, you might catch me on some other people's streams, but you will not be seeing me on my own stream, most likely, for a while. Anyway, I'm home, I'm showered, I put new oil in my truck, I have new brake fluid in my truck, I got some new CDs. If you guys didn't see that, CDs nuts? No. If you guys didn't see, over on Twitter and in the Discord, I went ahead and posted, I got some, I imported some CDs from Germany. I'd actually ordered those more or less on stream. I didn't actually finish the order till I got done, till I got done with stream, but basically I ordered them when, I selected them while I was online. It finally came in today. It was nice. Give me just a moment, guys. One more thing to take care of before I get into stream proper, and then I can finally set up the game, because I haven't done that yet, despite being home for like 2.5 hours. Because, wouldn't you know, life is kind of hard sometimes, and setting things up is hard. And I try and make my streams look and sound pleasant. As opposed to having the mic clipping. But I also have to set everything up every time, because I don't keep my entire desk set up the same way every time. Because this is where I game, this is where I work, this is where I stream. This is where I'm on Discord. Like, those are all different configurations for me, unfortunately. It's getting a little bit better, because I got this, this rollout section for my desk. For my keyboard and mouse, I installed some sliders. Alright. Anyway, now that all that's set up, let me open up one more program. The patch bay that we use for all this. I do have to say it's nice. So, I installed this slide. I was just talking about that. I just installed this slide a couple weeks ago, and I've been using it for a couple weeks now, and it feels very nice. The reason being, it means that not only do I have more space on my desk to put things, and I just roll out my keyboard whenever I'm sitting at the desk and, doing actual computer work, but also it means that I sit further back from my monitors, which means I'm not hurting my eyes staring at a 1440p 27-inch monitor from less than 2 feet away. I'm actually probably about 2 to 3 feet away right now, which feels way better, admittedly. Alright, so let me figure out how I want to run this. Goes into here. Sorry, I'm trying to listen to see if the game was coming out on my monitor. And it's not. So now I just have to figure out which of these things I put the game into. Hold on. My brain's not working right now. Right. Never mind. I know how we have this set up. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's been an interesting couple of days, and I'm doing okay. It's just been bizarre, admittedly. But when isn't it, honestly? It's always a little weird here. Alright, let me try transitioning over and let's just see what happens, alright? We're gonna hit the zoom button. And I don't mean the face zoom button, that's a different thing. Okay, cool. Seems like it's working. Although I can still hear... Why can I still hear the playlist? There we go. Why did that take so long to cut off? Alright, testing. Hell yeah. Let's go. We can do a little zoomies. Speaking of zoomies. Ooh. Alright, we're good to go. Nothing broke while I was away, which is always something I have to check, because I'm slightly manic about that sort of thing. I, get very nervous that something is broken in the time that I've been away, but it seems like everything's fine today. Let's hope it stays that way. Oh shit, I forgot one thing. Is it worth doing it? Yeah, let me do it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go ping Dom. Also, actually ping everybody who's got the pinged role. You know, I'm just gonna do that. Dom knows that I'm playing if he sees the pinged role. Dom is a good person, and I know that he wants to see me play this game more. Alright, welcome back to Death Stranding. Yeah, we got wide drama, let's go. Who's ready for some crazy deliveries today? Alright, so here's the deal. I'm gonna play this till I get tired, because it's 7:30, and I don't really have to be in bed until like 11, because God bless work from home. I actually just had an interesting talk with my boss this morning. I walked in and he was just like, so you've been here like a year and a month or so. Everything okay? Is there anything I could be doing better? Anything you want to be doing? Do you feel like you're being challenged? And I mean, the answer that I gave was just like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I don't have any issue with what I'm doing at work. I knew what it was going in, or at least by a few months in. Even if it's not what I want to be doing normally, it's what it is, you know? Alright, check it out. Look at what he's pointing at. What's he pointing at? It's me! No. These little figurines that... I don't know if these do anything. That zoom in is so fucking useless. Anyway, I actually feel a lot better about this now I'm sitting further back and able to like lean back in my chair a little bit. Although admittedly it's what I do for most of the day, so I'm sure that my back is gonna be unhappy with me later. Alright, so I don't even remember what we were gonna do. I don't really remember what was happening. We're not back at Central Knot. We're slowly working our way through the knots, and I think I'm just gonna keep going and see how it goes. It might not work too well, but we'll just have to see how it goes, you know? I'm gonna soothe, baby.
You okay?
I love how you can tell how much Kojima's, or how much just, like, Japanese love of puns comes through in games like this. Like, literally, it's called a bridge baby, but also the abbreviation is just BB, which is also baby. Just, like, little goofy shit like that shows up a lot. Or, like, this random association with, like, knots and, like, tying knots through, like, a chain. Death Stranding.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until
There's a large amount of wordplay. Alright, what the fuck was I doing? Oh, path used was laid down by somebody else. Somebody used my post box. Let's go. Other players are pleased with you. Let's go. Alright, what the fuck am I doing, homie? Chiral crystals. Okay, so yeah, we can go back and do that. I don't mind doing that. Although I'm gonna have to remember everything again. And that's gonna be fun. Fabricate equipment. Do I need another set of boots yet? I haven't even worn through my first pair, and I've got another backup pair on, I believe. I don't think I need to get more boots. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, let's just listen to the fucking briefing. May as well.
The area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them, especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like...
This is one of those, this is, I know I probably ended last stream talking about it, but this is Kojima's classic
Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we
Sorry, I'm
understand
lowering the volume a little bit
it can
there.
stop time or move contrary to
Um,
it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time.
Yeah, this is Kojima's classic. I don't know how to actually make this into story beats, so I'm just having everybody give really long-winded story, like really long-winded world-building narratives to you, like while you're doing, or instead of while you're doing missions or during action, he's just like, here's a really long-winded explanation for a thing. All right, let's get back into it. No, don't cancel the fucking order. We can accept the order. That is okay. Do we need to fabricate anything? I think we're good. I don't really feel like we need to fabricate anything. Alright, let's have a look at what we got on here. Got PCC. Yeah, I mean, we can put it on our back, I guess. It's not really gonna hurt anything. That's some lost cargo that needs to go to Capital Knot. Where does this need to go? Way station west of Capital Knot. I do like the multiplayer component of this game. It's interesting. It's a co-op component, basically.
As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints.
That's not disturbing.
Debris tend to float a few feet above the ground, and they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals.
Alright.
If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
I guess.
Order assigned.
Alright, I guess we're going out. Everybody say bye, Mom.
Have a pleasant journey. Beginning scan. Safe travel. Pleasant journey. Safe travels.
Alright, so we still don't got the bike. I don't think we have gas for the bike. Pretty sure we don't have, I mean, like... we use the backup fuel? No. Okay. I was hoping that we could use that backup
Seems
fuel.
like that bike's auto-charging unit's busted. If you want to take it for a spin, you'll need to use a generator to give it... Oh,
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small.
You'll need to give it some...
Difficult
Oh!
to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction.
How do I use my Odor deck
Survey a
again?
wider area, though. You might consider building a
T
watchtower
swaps
and
which
relying on
shoulder
its
you're looking
sensors.
over. That's a new one. Q. A watchtower can scan over a wider area. That smiley face. Is that the chiral crystals? I like that they've invented this thing that can do a live scan of the environment super fucking quickly. Like, something about that is really, really wild to me. Alright. I don't remember how to, no, it's just a smiley face. Which smiley faces are nice. I like smiley faces. Oh, there they are. Oh, it's these things. Those do not look gold to me. Nice job, Sam. I was wondering why we couldn't pick those up before, and like realistically there's no reason other than story said we couldn't, but you know.
There we go.
This rain is very loud. Holy crap, that's loud. Turning that shit down. Sam's running this pretty well. I don't remember how to do anything. Need to check controls again. How do I sneak? Walking speed. Adjust Sam's movement speed when using the keyboard to walk. Oh, so it's just because you don't have an analog stick. They just have like a default movement speed. I like that you can set that though. That's actually not bad. Grabbing cargo, sprinting, holding breath is... I mean, like, that's not the thing I want. I want the key assignments, but still. Hold breath is alt. That makes sense. What is crouch? C. It's always C. And it's always... That's never a button that I check, because that's not intuitive to me. Oh. We got something close. What are you picking up, homie? We've got... Hey, Kai Aspen, how you doing? Aspen, I hope you're doing alright. Container damage, cargo, lost cargo backup fuel. That's fine. I'm not really worried about that at the moment. Oh, so chiral crystals tend to grow in the rain, and the BTs also tend to exist in the rain, so that's how they're balancing that, because there's a risk-reward component to it. That thing is, like, right in front of the fucking crystals. Yeah, I see it. Aspen, I hope you're doing alright. I hope everybody's doing alright. I apologize if I seem a little bit out of it today. I kinda am. It was a pretty good day overall, but like, I don't know if I'm just like drained or what, but it feels weird today. Shit feels weird today. But I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope you're having a good end to your week, or, you know, however close you are to the end of your week. I hope you're doing alright. There is one right fucking there. I have to admit, maybe it's just because I'm like trying to stream and play the game at the same time, and it's like breaking immersion to some extent. But, I don't know. I don't feel like that scared. Nope, fuck you. Get off of me. Been feeling pretty drained myself. Pretty much just spent the whole day playing Horizon Zero Dawn, so it's not been too bad. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Glad you got some time to vibe. I realized that I dropped a PCC there. I don't really care about it. Give me these. Lost cargo. Oh no.
Sam,
Ruined.
it looks like one of your containers has been compromised. No need to panic. So long as you don't drop it, the contents shouldn't sustain any damage. And if the cargo itself is okay, then your eval won't be affected.
Yeah.
Just take a little
Easy
extra care
shit.
from here on out. You'll be fine. Good luck.
Like right fucking there. I need you to be not right there so I can pick this up, I guess. Just needed to get out of range enough so that I can breathe. There we go. Yeah, I mean, like, I was at work today. I had to drive down to work, so I was up kind of early. I was up at, like, 6, and I had to drive down. Work today wasn't too stressful. I took care of most of the stressful stuff yesterday. Oh, did I drop more shit? Maybe that was just because that was stuff that was like in my storage in the box. I have no idea. It's whatever. I really don't care that much. I'm just gonna do story shit. I like this game to the extent that I can still like play it, but that's about it. Like, I don't mind playing it on stream, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, sometimes... Sometimes you just feel drained, you know? Especially when you've had a longer day. But even if you haven't some days, sometimes you just wake up tired, and that's all good, too. We're not consistent creatures. Alright, time to fucking sprint. Let's go, boys. And girls. And, non-binaries. NBs. NBs and BTs. And I'm already falling into that trap of, like, just rambling for fucking forever and eventually figuring out that I'm trying to do, look at Sam fucking booking it. I'm doing that thing where I'm just, like, immediately trying to improv off of the stuff that I'm already saying. Are there mules nearby? Because I really don't want to fucking deal with a mule. I'm just leaving. I don't give a shit. I don't care, man. We're fucking going. Am I supposed to go over there? Is that where I'm headed? I don't remember. Genuinely. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta cross the river at some point. I'm probably gonna have to drop a... ladder? If I had to take a guess? Easy, Sam. Easy. Just take a small break here. Do I have... Yeah. If he comes up here, we'll take care of him. Alright, he's found me. It's all good. Fucking mules. Alright, so I just gotta hit him. Are there any other mules coming up? Doesn't look like it. It looks like he spotted me, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to fucking tell. I'm not gonna lie. This dude's just not even gonna fucking see me. Oh, there we go. Sam, I need you to fucking turn around. God damn it. There are so fucking many of them. Still can't believe they went for addicted to being a postman explanation for the human baddies. I get a feeling that Kojima couldn't come up with anything better. I'm not even gonna lie. There we go. So do I still take damage when I'm in the middle of that animation? Go on, bud. Come on. Fucking come at me. Idiot. Little do they know, I know Kung Fu. Come on, bud. Oh, that was a bad shot from me, but it worked anyway. How's Horizon Zero Dawn going, Aspen? I hope you're doing alright. I realize I'm not talking much. I feel really fucking out of it right now. I don't really understand why myself. Got 2 mules coming up. I like that they got spears. It's kind of neat. Go on, bud. Fucking fight me, asshole. A world-class combat expert. I mean, resources are scarce in the post-apocalyptic world. Whoever has the most can make money, and game power is right there. Yeah, it's not even that hard to be like, wow, turns out people have issues. Turns out, you know, everybody's trying to, like, take care of themselves and all this other shit. Addicted to delivering parcels, exactly. It's just such a stupid thing to be like, yep, that's it. That's our main problem. Definitely. Easy, bud. I don't think I lost anything in that struggle, although I may have to go back up and grab a couple things. Yeah, Johansson, how you doing, bud? Hope you're having a good day, man. Or a good night. I guess it is rather late for you. I can understand the addiction to cracking a pack. I mean, I used to play Magic the Gathering. You don't gotta tell me about it. Alright, Sam. Calm down, lad. How do you like it when I steal your stuff, huh? Alright, so we're heading over there. I'm just gonna fucking ignore the mules. They're not a threat right now. Yeah, sometimes you do just want to crack a pack, though. Just like sometimes you want to crack open a cold one. This stream not sponsored by... I don't know, give me a good beer brand. I don't want to say anything about an Anheuser-Busch beer. Horizon's great. Taking a break from the main story to do nearly every side quest and the DLC. Understandable. Glad you're having a good time with it, though. It's the constant creaking of the, like, 3 million things on my back. Anytime something starts moving, it's just like, "Ugh." Come on, bud. You can do it. Promise you remember how to move. Alright, what was the thing that I gotta do? I got a ladder? Yeah, I got a ladder. Sick. I don't think there's another ladder, but I don't want to cross this river normally. And I've got way too much shit on me anyway. It's just gonna go into the water. Is there not like a proper point to set this so that it'll cross the full thing? It might not be long enough, I guess. Yeah, fuck it, we'll just wait it. I do have to say, the things, like the quick time event kind of that they use for it, where it's like the balance minigame, where it's like hold left or hold right to balance better. I don't know if that really works very well. Yeah, I'm trying to think what games I need to get back into. So I've been playing Nier Automata on and off. I've been playing like once a week, if that. Monster Hunter Rise just got Sunbreak announced, and I'm still at HR 5. I'm at the urgent quest for HR 6. To get to HR 6, so I'm still HR 5. I've got Dark Souls 1, which I never really finished. I got up to about Ornstein and Smo after doing, like, all sorts of weird nonsense. I went all the way down into the Tomb of the Giants to go get, basically, miracles from Rhea. Like, before doing Ornstein and Smo at all. It was very stupid of me, but I did it anyway, even though it made my life hell for like probably 3 hours trying to get out of there. I think the balance mechanics probably work a lot better on controller, even when they're kind of annoying. Yes, I would love to play this game on controller. However, whenever I try to play it on controller, my PC... It's something strange about the interaction between this game and effectively the compatibility layer, the program that runs the Windows version of this game on Linux. Whenever I plug in a controller, it just doesn't. It just will not work. It worked once when I turned the game on, and it has not worked since then. Kind of meh, maybe my ADHD fueled impatience, but I'm feeling I'm at a bit too much of a standstill in life, even with therapy, considering going to a day clinic for a couple of weeks. Hey, whatever works for you, man. If you think that that's gonna help you genuinely, then by all means, please. Especially if it's an option for you, because here in the US, it's not a fucking option for like almost anybody. So by all means, power to you, man. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's easy to sit there. It's funny because you'll look at that, you'll look at yourself and you'll be like, yeah, I'm sitting, or I'm like, you know, I'm not doing enough with my life. I need to be doing this and this and this. And then you'll sit there and you'll think about that for like 2 or 3 weeks, and that 2 or 3 weeks has actually been like a year and a half, and suddenly you're doing a completely different thing. You know, life always moves too slow or too fast. But I think it's important to try and like balance that, you know, balance. We're balancing things. It's important to try and like learn how to balance. It's important to learn how to like balance that like impatience and that like lust for like being able to do things and go like see things, and then realize that like there is a consistency in your life and you are working towards something.
I'm so glad you're here.
Okay? I've been working the same job. I didn't really want to pick up this job as a full-time job when I took it. I've been working it for a year now, year and a month, and I'm just sitting here like, man, you know what? It's not that bad. And I don't mind doing this for a while, you know? But I totally feel you, man. I totally get it. Balance, like in the critically acclaimed game Death Stranding. Not sponsored, by the way, exactly. Sponsored by Kojima Productions, except I'm not.
Right then. Thanks for everything.
Good work. New order available. Please.
Okay, what is your order? What do you... Lost cargo plant samples. Please let me skip. Orders for Sam. We're still just going back to... That's just capital, not. So we can go back there. Build a post box at the designated construction site. I mean, like, we can do it. It's on the way there, basically. I think. Or at least close enough. Yeah, I need to finish Dark Souls 1 again, though. I've only finished that game once. And it was on, like, a magic build, and it was years ago when I was just kind of, like, goofing off. Alright, so I've got myself a PCC. I should, at least. Lost cargo backup fuel. What do I do with all this mule shit? Recycling metals at facilities. I mean, can I just recycle some of this shit then? Back up. Yeah, I mean, I hope everybody can get the care that they need soon, because, like, it's hard out there, especially recently, especially in the US. I'm not gonna get particularly far into it, but, like, there's a lot of shit happening right now, man. Yeah, I'm getting rid of all these. The resins. I'll go to recycle, so the metals, the resins, we can recycle all those. So that leaves me with basically my normal kit. I'm cool with that. Skip, please. That still sucks. Thank you for your continued support as you see your dead mom.
Excess Cairo crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Great. Yeah. This game is, like... I'd almost argue that this game's a pretty crap stream game. I'm still down to play it for a few more sessions, because I don't think I'm going to end up playing it off-stream. Because stream is how I commit to playing a game most of the time anymore. But...
But if you're not already carrying a PC...
I already heard this. But I don't know if it's a particularly good stream game, you know? Life may be tough, but at least I got Beppis. There you go, man. That's the good lookout. That's the good outlook on life. As long as you're not making anybody do anything they don't want to do or hurting anybody, I'd say you're doing pretty good in life.
You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
So I still got the PCC, right? Yeah. I don't need it out now, Sam. Put it away. It's alright for a chill evening. Yeah, it's good for... This is a good game for, like, an hour or two, I would argue. It's a good chill game for an hour or two. Anything more than that, and I would probably not be enjoying this game much, admittedly. Place marker, please. There we go. Now, how do I look at that marker again? R? Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Hold on. I don't know how I feel about this game. I honestly, seriously doubt I'm gonna finish this game. Mostly because every time I play this game, I'll then take like 2 or 3 weeks off. And with how long this game seems like it's gonna be, I don't know. But I don't hate it. I think it's a fun game for what it is. I think it's a good game to have other things going on in and to be able to talk during it, but unfortunately, I'm not really at that point with this game. G is compass mode. Cool. I feel like this game has quite a long tutorial section. I think the pace picks up once a bit in the main story once you get out of the first area. Entirely fair. It's that same sort of thing that I always like to say about, you know how a lot of anime and a lot of, like, longer running series fans will be like, hey, it gets better after the first season. Or it gets better after X point, and that X point... Same thing with a lot of long-winded RPGs, and there's nothing wrong with long-winded RPGs, mind you. But I feel like I see it a lot with those, where they'll just be like, oh, it gets better after this, it gets better after this. You realize that points still requires a time commitment that is, like, very long. Like, Final Fantasy XIV, I would argue and agree with most people that it gets better after playing through A Realm Reborn, because A Realm Reborn is sort of like the setup. Like, there's a ton of world building and lore in A Realm Reborn, but you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of that payoff for that until way later on. You know? You don't see it until, like, you're... Like, I put 110 hours into that game, and I was just barely getting into the first expansion. Okay? Now, not all of that was me trying to rush through the story full force. I'm sure if you really wanted to rush the story hard, you could do just fine and do that. But for what it is, like, that game is absurdly long. Of course, it's an MMO with a really long story. And honestly, I didn't like it that much, even after I got into the first expansion. Although, the first expansion, again, probably the worst. Not awful by any means, but though probably not the best.
Sam, I see you've arrived.
That was a weird way to address Sam.
Good.
Sam.
Now then, ready your PC?
Like he forgot who Sam was.
Build one within the area specified.
Post box. Some games you really gotta commit and just hope it pays off. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with a game that has a long commitment and a payoff, but the fact of the matter is, what pays off for some people may not pay off for others. There may be that instance where you find that game where it's just like, I didn't like it. I don't think it was good, even though I put this many hours into it. Because time committed to a game, or time committed to anything, does not equal satisfaction. Those are different things. Let me guess, you want me to use the post box?
That's a fine-looking post box.
I didn't do anything to make it better looking than any other post box, dude.
You can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind?
I mean, you're right.
They'll do right by you.
Yeah, I like the co-op component of this game. Like, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, this is neat. I think it's a good, neat little thing to do, you know? Sunglasses. Canteen time. But yeah, I don't know, there's this weird disconnect with people who are just like, yeah, you just have to put X amount of hours into a game and it'll really pay off. No, sometimes things just don't pay off. And I think that's important. Oh, we're drowning. Come on, Sam, get up. Let's go, bud. No, Sam, you need to not get in the water. Sam controls so fucking terribly, I will say that. I know that that's part of the experience that is designed for the game. I'm gonna bitch about it. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna bitch about it. There you go, bud. Nice one. But yeah, I don't know, I think that that's just an important thing to note that not a lot of people will say. You can really like a game, you can love a game, and still, like, show it to somebody else and have them just not like it. It's all, like, a perception thing, too. It's all subjective. Sometimes people will really like a thing that you do. Sometimes people will really not like a thing that you like, and that's okay. The pace does pick up a bit, but whether that counts as getting better is going to be very much an opinion thing. Yeah, it's just subjective, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's just how things are. Why'd I just yell? Alright, let's return that fucking backup fuel, I guess. I will say one of my main problems with coming back to this game after like a week is that this game doesn't have very intuitive controls. Obviously it was meant to be played on fucking keyboard, so of course it's not going to have intuitive controls. Anyway, we're in BT territory, I guess. But I can't fucking see the Odra deck anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. But yeah, for what it is, I think this game's great. Like, sure, obviously I'm playing the director's cut, which, if I recall correctly, Kojima hated that name because it wasn't really a director's cut. It was just like an update to the original game, but they wanted to release it as its own game. Which to me means that they probably should have just released it as an update to the original game. Was not meant to be played on keyboard. Sorry if I said was meant. My brain is just kind of rolling right now, and sometimes words don't come out right. This game 100% was not meant to be played on keyboard. This game was meant to be played on a PS4, because I know Kojima. He designed this game to be played on PS4, and playing anything else is basically just, like, not the intended experience. And that's fine, but it's what it is. I'm so confused as to what more they added in this version. I don't know, do you guys want to find out? Do you want to find out what the director's cut added to this game? Because, straight up, Dom bought me the whole game twice. He bought me the original game last year, and I promised I would play it. And then he bought me the director's cut version. For no reason other than he wanted me to play the director's cut version, and I don't know why. I guess maybe... I know that there was a lot of quality of life stuff added. I'm just not entirely trusting my ears. Also a fair thing to do. But yeah, I do say stuff that I'm just like, I didn't mean to say that. I missed a word there somewhere. Nice. What if we just swapped out all of Sam's voice lines with shit that David Hayter says? It doesn't even have to be actual Snake lines, just stuff that David Hayter says. I'm going back to bed. We'll have you on my laptop while playing Switch. Cheers, Zero. Take care of yourself. Have a good bed. Words are hard. Words are very hard. A lot of people will say that I'm actually pretty decent with words. I don't know if that's always the case, but written word, I suppose, to some extent. It's very hard to voice what you mean without confusing people, because ultimately words are just a means to convey thoughts that are in our heads, but they don't work directly one-to-one. There's not one perfect sentence that's going to define the same idea for everybody. Everybody's going to... It's subjective. Everybody's going to have their own definition of a thing.
That's a big one.
That is a big one. And I mean, like... I mean, you're also talking to somebody who studied linguistics for a year. It wasn't particularly hard. It was only a couple courses, but, like... Yeah, I studied linguistics for a year. And words just be like that. They don't make any sense. Languages are designed to communicate things, but they evolve naturally. They don't evolve through some logical way, unless I guess you're counting like Esperanto, but I imagine even that's had some sort of like non-logical progression to how the language was made. Especially English. English is just a fucking mess. I do wonder what the next, like, major language is gonna be. I've heard a lot of people say that, Cantonese or Mandarin, Chinese dialects are gonna be a big thing. Which, that wouldn't surprise me. But, like, you never really know. You know, all the current world powers could just suddenly stop existing, and then we could end up with some other weird language coming up. Hell, everybody could just become pirates, and then we could have some hodgepodge fucking language become our major language. You know? You never really know what's gonna happen. I mean, Blade Runner's not a very good, like... It's a good dystopian future sci-fi portrayal, but, like... Even Blade Runner basically did that, where they just had, like, a bunch of, like, weird... They had a bunch of weird info show up, you know? They had a bunch of, like... Basically, everybody just made a... Like, they made a language out of other languages. Just smashing languages together and using little bits from every language they got across, which is kind of how English works.
Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
You got it, Chief. I gotta imagine what the inside of Capital Knot City is like. Probably not very exciting. Probably just a bunch of fucking buildings with, like, no real use or purpose. Just shit that was left over. Or somewhat left over. They're just like, we need a place to live.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Just realized Aspen and I, sitting in another month. Is that supposed to be seeing you in another month? Because that sentence, I'm not reading that right. Or otherwise, I'm just being stupid. Time travel, yeah. Yeah, oh, sitting in another month from you. Yes, it is July for you. Sorry, I read that completely fucking wrong. No, I agree, yes. You are time traveling. We're time travelers. 'Tis July, yes.
Gotta say, I really appreciate you going the extra mile.
We delivered lost cargo that we really didn't need to deliver. New interview data acquired. Something about mummies was in there. I'm not even gonna get into this shit. New bandwidth, amount of materials, Sam can use the capital, not city, has been increased.
Hey, I got something for you.
Alright. What you got? That's a hat. We got a hat. I need to get a Bridges hat now. What would you guys say to doing a fishing stream? Maybe Sunday, do another stream where I'm just goofing off with the Dreamcast or some shit.
Alright, until next time.
Thanks for getting me branded merchandise for the company, Nick.
Sam, managed to get that bonus, huh?
Sam looking around like, huh?
Pride.
Where's that voice coming from?
Reserved for Bridges staff who've
Huh?
gone above and beyond. Head on down to your private room if you want to see how it fits.
Hey, we should go put the hat on. I was talking with Queen Rowlett this morning, and sorry, I don't need those. What kind of stream? Fishing? Yeah, I was talking with Queen Rowlett this morning. We were talking about fishing. I've got a couple fishing games that I can play. But I can just go back. Good. But, I've been thinking about doing some just, like, goofing off with the Dreamcast, fishing, maybe, toss on some music and play some more Crazy Taxi. I'm just kind of, like, sitting at a point now where I'm like, I really don't know what I want to do with my streams. I try to use my streams to commit to, like, beating games. This game is not going to be one. When I'm done with this stream, or when I'm done with this game, I'm done with this game. I'm sorry. Because I've already devoted several hours to goofing off with it and just seeing how it is. Time passed, you were sleeping. Stamina fully restored. Blood levels restored. BB pacified.
Good morning, Sam.
He looks so dead. He's just waking up. Weird glowing object in capital, not city. That's never a good sign. Weird glowing objects are not a thing that you should have to look forward to, you know? Mail. You hear the latest rumors out of capital, not city? You mean the place that we're at? People have been seeing some kind of weird glowing thing up on the rooftops near the isolation ward. Seems it's the Ka, part of the human, the part of a human that doesn't turn into a BT. Apparently they were a common sight back in the old days, back before the Stranding. Story goes they were lost souls wandering around. I'm sure you could do better if you put your mind to it. I mean, that sounds like a challenge, mate. The manual has 99 plus things for us to check out. Over 99 things for us to look at. Well, firstly, we should examine the table and be sad that there is no more monster on it. Drink some Bridges energy. I am a little disappointed that they took out the monster. Like, all the ads and shit. Because it was kind of funny. It is very funny to see, like, licensed shit in games a lot of the time. Oh, what the hell? He doesn't even crush the can. Let's put on the hat. We got our hat. I love the way that Sam moves. The way that Sam moves is, like, the least natural thing I can think of. It looks so fucking stupid. Whenever he reaches over and goes to pick up an item off the table, he'll walk over, pick up the item. Instead of, like, looking at it while it's there or anything, he just picks it up, walks back, sits down, looks at it, puts it on, and then just sits there in that depressed, like, leaning over position again. It's very silly. A mirror that's proximity activated. Me too, Sam. Me too. Anybody else feeling that today? He's hyping himself up. Come on, Sam. One more. One more, man. One more. You gotta shave soon. I gotta shave soon. I'm kind of trying to hold off on shaving. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow for vacation. I'm trying to hold off on shaving until next weekend. That way I don't have to do it while I'm on vacation, because I usually do it every 2 weeks. So if I went now, I would have to do it while I was on vacation, and that's not acceptable for me. I don't want to have to shave while I'm on vacation in like a fucking shower in Amsterdam.
EX grenade number 1.
Oh, right, we got those EX grenades. And so it's just, I forgot they were just basically piss that was being, like, purified.
That should suffice.
For a fishing stream, just like CJ. For a moment, I genuinely thought you meant an IRL fishing stream. If I could manage that and not just have it be a stream off my phone in the middle of nowhere, I wouldn't mind doing it. But I don't have the means to do that right now.
Formulated from your urine. Compared to our first iteration, this EX grenade contains a higher concentration of your fluids, which should make it more effective against
Sam looks so uncomfortable with like every emotion.
facilities, we will collect the results and produce additional
He's just like,
for your use. So you needn't worry about running out.
my name is Sam Porter Bridges. I'm very uncomfortable around people. Okay, that's enough of that. Unlimited data. I do have unlimited data. Theoretically, yes. I would get my data throttled after a little bit, but I could do a phone stream, but also it would look like crap. I would have no control over anything. It'd just be me pointing my phone at things. No, that's not what I want to do. If I'm doing an outside stream, I'm going to get a camcorder and I'm going to get a proper, like, way to run it into the house. Although there's a couple things I could do. I may pick up a different capture card if I want to do that, because then I could run it over professional grade data cables, which can run way longer than HDMI can. I think max distance for HDMI is like 10 feet or 30 feet or something. You can run the professional grade equivalent like several hundred feet, I think, and it's perfectly fine. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough of me making fun of Sam. Get out of here. Don't know what we're gonna do. But I guess we're going walking. I don't know what the next mission is. Oh, do we have a cutscene? Like an actual proper cutscene, or is this just like the, hey, wake the fuck up cutscene? Baby coming in. Gondwana was an ancient supercontinent that existed. Yeah.
It was just one big continent. And
Mads is teaching his kid. That's the fucking moon.
the moon.
Mads with those glasses looks very weird.
I promise.
What is he teaching this baby? Mads.
The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
This entire game just feels like an excuse. He does lose some sex appeal. He just looks weird there. But I think this entire game was just it was just an excuse for Kojima to work with Mads Mikkelsen. I'm pretty certain. Alright. Chief, what we doing? Where we going? What are we supposed to be doing? Orders. Chiral crystals. We need to recycle them there. Which is fine. Minimum 1 centigram. Okay, how do I check how many grams of chiral crystals I have? Can I check my cargo? Is it in cargo? Because that doesn't seem right to me. Mail, data, manual. I mean, it wouldn't be in there. I'm also like 99% certain Mads did not have a single clue what was going on for the entire thing. Oh, pretty much, yeah, as far as I'm aware. I don't think anybody had any clue what was going on for all of this, including Kojima. You gotta remember, this was like, Kojima got released from Konami. Or was it Konami? I always get them mixed up. I always get studios mixed up, but Kojima Studios basically got kicked out. And Kojima was just like, fine, or Kojima got kicked out of Kojima Studios, and then they were basically like, fine, I'll do my own thing. And then the company went, yeah, sure, we'll do our own thing too. And then they made Metal Gear Survive, and we all know how that turned out, but...
Looks like a way through.
Also, I believe that Mads is spelled M-A-D-D-S. M-A-D-D-S. Fairly certain. Were we taking him to the distribution center? Right? Because that's Capital Knot, right? Never heard of that thing. Which thing? Because my brain's already fucking lost. Oh, does this make me move faster? I'm hitting it. It's Mads. Okay. Well, there you go. Somebody who knows better than me and can look things up. Fucking booking it. Look at my man running like a champ. Never heard of Metal Gear Survive? Oh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Metal Gear Survive doesn't exist. Sorry, I forgot they didn't release that. My local game store has it's just a wall of shame, is what they call it. And it's probably the best thing ever, because I will go over there and actively be like, would you sell me anything off of this shelf? And every time he gets closer to saying yes, the owner of the store, every time just gets closer to saying yes, I will let you buy whatever crap game is on this shelf. And there's a bunch of good ones, and by good ones, I mean horrible ones. Matt seems to have a history of not having a clue about the things he works on, but doing it anyway, because why not? Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the guy's attractive, and he does a halfway decent job at acting. He definitely just doesn't know what the hell is going on. With this thing in particular, totally understandable to not know what the fuck is going on, because I don't think anybody knows what the fuck is going on with this game. But yeah, Kojima basically got kicked out of his own studio, went and made another studio, and they made this thing. And this is a very okay game. Nobody knew what to expect out of this game because it's Kojima, and Kojima's just absolutely, like, wild. Like, there's no way to really describe all the crazy shit that he does. So I do want to go right here, because otherwise that takes me up to the incinerator again, and I don't want to go there. Kojima just has this really bizarre, like, he's a strange individual. I'm not going to say he's like a bad game maker, because I don't think that he is, but he's got his pitfalls and his issues that show up a lot. But nobody ever really seems to care that much. Any Metal Gear game, they're just like, yeah, great. You can have like 6 hours of random expository dialogue in the middle of the game, well past the tutorial section, for no reason other than because we feel like it. What is Kojima, what is it Kojima has been in the news about recently with his next project? Was it a Netflix thing? I vaguely recall hearing something about that. I genuinely don't know the news on that. Maybe someday I just do a news segment. But it's only things that chat decide that I do news segments on. So I'm doing the research like middle of the stream. That's basically what a just chatting stream is, except probably a little more interesting, admittedly. I'm sure that Kojima is up to some nonsense. We all know that it's Kojima, and he's going to be up to some nonsense. Always. Forgot to put the camera back on. Cutscenes are fun, right, guys? I like that I have a hotkey for it, though. I can just do this. We're moving into bad space. Not Mad Space, not the level from Sonic Adventure 2. That's another game that's wild. I talk about this one a lot, but like, you gotta remember, Sonic Adventure 1, sure, it was an early 3D game. It looked kind of wonky. There was some really goofy animations and models and things that just didn't look very good. But you gotta remember, that was a game that came out in 1998, and it had a team of 60 fucking people working on it. I was about to ask where the heck you going, because I was looking away for a second. Oh no, I can just do this. But, like, so Sonic Adventure 1 had a team of 60 people working on it for, like, 2 years. Over 2 years, I think. Sonic Adventure 2 had, like, 12 people working on it, not even near the original Sega offices. They were off in San Francisco. In the middle of fucking nowhere, basically, while the company was burning to the ground, and they had, like, less than a year to make a whole game. That was a follow-up to Sonic Adventure 1, which was generally pretty well acclaimed. They also had to do all of this while they were fucking, they had to do all of this while they were, working on, or basically while the company was going under and the Dreamcast was basically getting discontinued, and in fact, the Dreamcast was discontinued a couple of months before the game came out. You're pointing at a rock, man. You've done the story bits at the incinerator, yeah? Yeah, I did the story bits at the incinerator. I did the beginning bit at the incinerator. I'm literally just, I have to get chiral crystals and recycle them at the point west of, Port Knot. Or Central Knot, sorry. Capital Knot. One of the fucking knots. There's too many of them. I really hate the naming system. Maybe it's better, like, I don't know if there's a difference in the naming in the Japanese. I hope it's better, if so. Just gonna... Yeah, peekaboo. But yeah, I've done the bits at the incinerator. I've gone all the way out to Port Knot City. Unless there's another bit at the incinerator that I have to do, but I don't think that there is. Fairly certain I just gotta go basically directly where those fucking BTs are. Oh, come on. I need to move, man. To breathe. Footwear almost ruined. How do I change footwear? Well, he seemed to like me. Yep, bye guys. I'm fucking schmoovin'. I don't care. Bye, idiots. Yeah, I got the port knot already. I just wandered in here. Alright, Chief, come on. Oh. Oh, we're getting taken. We're fucking moving. The big-ass shark. First time I've done this. This is neat. Do I gotta get up on the shit so that the shark doesn't eat me? Is that what this is? Or whatever that thing is? This is cool. I can dig it. You can double jump? Wait. Why can I double jump? What's the in-lore explanation? Give me the in-lore explanation. Can I just leave? Is that something I can do? It's like a whole boss fight thing. That's pretty neat. What if I just sit up here? This has not been explained to me, and I refuse to have it explained in-game. You just gonna keep spitting at me? I'm just chilling in the incinerator here, it's fun. I've never been up here. I don't think you have the stuff required to fight it yet. Fair. So what, do I just perish? Or is there something I can do to, like, do I just move away? I forgot to mention Woodruff Jello. I've never had Woodruff. It's not a thing over here. Okay, what now, idiot? Down, I guess. There's a ladder over there. We can go down. I think if we get far enough away from it, it should just go away. I kind of hope. Otherwise, this is annoying. Stop spitting at me. Put me on the ladder. I don't know how to get on ladders. I don't remember. I'm afraid I'm just gonna, like, fall off of this fucker. Alright. Which is why I'll supply you the green. Hell yeah. Is it just gonna be F? Or just can I not use that ladder? There's so many menu sub-menus in this game. Holy shit. Whoop. Okay, that was worth it. I love how this is like, yeah, horror section, and I'm just like, this is fun. Big vibing. Maybe I should play horror games more on the channel, I don't know.
Your BB stress levels are increasing. Remember, if it suffers an autotoxemic attack, it won't be able to help you detect it. To keep it calm, avoid sudden movement and stay as far away as you can from BTs and other threats.
Rock the baby. There you go, bud. You feeling a little better? Aw, the little heart bubbles. That's so fucking cute. Just shake it. Blah, 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 blah. Gonna make him throw up. Should probably swap my, Okay. We can stop. Shoot the baby on the PS4, you literally have to rock the controller. I like that. I think that's good. Alright. How do I put on new boots? Get me out of this. Let me put on new boots. Should probably have a swig from the canteen. It looks like it went away. Shake baby! Yes. New boots. Check out the new threads, kids. It's the first time I've actively changed boots. I think that says a lot about me as a player. Alright, Chief, you gotta... There's not even an animation for it, he just fucking zooms into it. Alright, let's get out of here. So we need to make our way out from the incinerator, down the west side, and over to the distribution center. But this was fun. I had a good time with this. Come on, Chief. Up and over. Not like that, but okay. Context, context-dependent button presses in games are always the funniest thing. Because if you have two things that are too close to one another, it'll almost guaranteed do the wrong movement that you didn't want to do. Alright. So what do I actually do here? Do I just go back up top and then come back down? Is sherbet powder a thing? I can dump it in you can dump it into plain water to give it taste or fizz. You can local pour it straight into your mouth and appreciate the foaming. No, I don't think that's a thing over here. Hell, we barely have sherbet over here. Although I like sherbet. Sherbet's good. Somebody's gotta fucking fix this thing, man. That support beam's gonna fucking... That was close. That's gonna, like, rip off, and it's not gonna be fun. Nice, Sam. Yep. Straight over this way. There's a little pass. Give me the troglodytes. I mean, cryptobiotes. Same thing, right?
Disgusting.
Disgusting. I mean, they're good for you, man. That's pretty much everything. Gotta eat your veggies. Gotta eat your cryptobiotes. Gotta eat your giant trilobites. I don't know. Don't think it has any relation to the fruity ice dessert. Just same etymology. Fair. No, it doesn't exist over here. I'm sure we have a similar, like something that is based off of the same idea. We have some kinds of sherbet powder over here, usually in the form of dip dabs. Yeah. Yeah. We do have, like, some things that are kind of similar. Dip dabs, the one with the licorice straw. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. Pixie sticks? Is that what we're thinking of? The pop rocks to some extent. Nerds kind of qualify, but it's more just like it's got a hard candy exterior, basically. Dip dabs being like a lot. Yeah. Similar ideas. It, like, vaguely exists. Yeah, it vaguely exists over here, but definitely not usually sold on its own. Oh, this is pretty. I was gonna say, we scanned and it literally got nothing. We want to go here. Yeah, I'm just gonna... we're gonna hoof it. Fuck it. I think I got a rope somewhere if I need it, but... should be good. Just need to walk it instead of run it. Easy, Sam, easy. This is exactly how I look when I'm trying to run down a hill. It'll be, like, perfectly competent for, like, 5 seconds, and then it's just gonna be stumbling the entire way down. Ooh. I clip into the terrain like that, too, sometimes. My knees, like, spaz out and start running everywhere. Moderately yeet thyself. Yes, exactly. This is what walking down a mountain without, like... this is just straight up... they did a pretty good job of capturing what walking down a mountain looks like when you don't have, like, any other way to mess with it, you know? I think there's a bunch of BTs over there, so we're gonna attempt to avoid them. Oh, that's what that is. That's for when timefall starts happening. Okay. I was like, why is there this animation and then the slowdown? It's because he's putting his hood on. The suit's automatically putting the hood on because it senses timefall. Which is already kind of bullshit. Ignoring the timefall. Come on, Sam, you can do it. This man's poor knees. Sam's not going to be able to walk by the time he's like 20. I'm sure he's already 20. But, you know. He's not going to be able to walk by the time he's like 35, I swear. He's going to have like awful arthritis in all of his joints. Yeah, I didn't know that that stuff had a name though, Johansson. Sherbet powder. Huh. Okay. I didn't know it had a name like that. The more you know. Yeah, I've never been out in a heavy rain with a hood up and not still gotten my face soaked. Yeah, you would think it would be really, like a hood itself is not going to protect you. You need, like, a full face mask. Like, at a very minimum, you would need, like, a full face mask. Just looked up for, in English, it's basically just called fizz powder. Yeah, that sounds right. We don't like having complicated names for things. Alright, Sam, you can do it. Just a 20-foot leap down a cliff onto some rocks. Attaboy, take it like a fucking champ. You know, I was tempted to do another stream for the 4th of July. Do another patriotic stream. And then I almost made a joke. I was just like, I'm gonna run Metal Gear Rising again, but this time without internet interruptions. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm not doing that today. Or Monday. Monday, this weekend is basically just gonna be time for me to pack for my trip, because I haven't started packing yet, and I go next week. Which is about par for the course for me, but I also know everything I need to pack, so. German word for plane is literally fly thing, what you're gonna do. Yeah, German uses a lot of compound words to describe things, and that's not bad by any means, but it does lead to some really goofy translations. I need to recycle chiral crystals. Not gonna provoke it. Provoke what? Shook.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it.
I like the low frame rate and like the bugginess of the projections. It's kind of neat. Provoke the internet gods. Nah, I'm not gonna sit here and like bother. I just don't want to bother with it. If I want to do a big stream, maybe I'll do one after I come back from vacation, because when I come back from vacation, I'm probably gonna have a decent amount of work that I need to get done, but I should have a lot more time to plan things, you know. Bridges HQ have added a have added data for a new structure to your PCC. Bridge. New option has been added to delivery materials, claim materials, more chiralium. Yeah, maybe when I get back, I know I have to do the DMC stream. I still have to do the DMC5 stream. I am tempted to just give up and start doing it with my normal setup, as opposed to doing it with my as opposed to like updating my stinger and maybe doing a couple other things and then trying to come up with like 20 different jokes and having them all written down. And like, I was really trying to like plan it out, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking play it when I have high. I need to do it when on a day I know I'm gonna have high energy, which unfortunately I'm not gonna get one of those for a little while, because 4th of July is my last major holiday that I'm gonna get off, and I just used all my paid time off to take vacation for 2 weeks. So I don't know, maybe like a weekend, like a Sunday or something, I'll just set it aside solely for Devil May Cry. I doubt I'm going to beat that game in one stream, especially if I'm not skipping all the cutscenes, but who knows. Then again, I'm going to be beating it on an easier difficulty, and I only ever die to approximately 2 bosses in that game. Something I haven't tried myself before is to dump some powder and a shot of vodka into your mouth and mix it. That sounds like hell for your mouth.
Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through.
Oh, repair spray, nice.
We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Have I really been going for an hour and a half already? Holy crap. I haven't done anything. Sure, we can take a repair spray. And a PCC. Those old EX grenades. I've got another set of boots, although... Yeah, no, those are fine. Carry that on my back. Get another PCC. Can prop that up on... I mean, we've got a PCC already. I can just leave that out. It's fine. Container repair spray. One of those on my back, unless I've already got one. I've got two. I don't need another one. Place in private locker. Place in private locker. Offloaded something. Place in private locker. It sounds like an experience. Yeah, that sounds like you're gonna make your mouth explode. Not in a good way, unfortunately.
There is a correlation between
It felt like a very Oblivion level NPC interaction.
crystal formation. This may well be the result.
Okay, see ya.
You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And
Why is everybody just lined up to talk to Sam?
along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
This is things that you really didn't need to tell me. They're just saying, hey, you should, like, get more things. Alright, we got one more order. I'm thinking we do one more order for the night. Power unit delivery, power supply unit delivery for the wind farm. Isn't the wind farm supposed to generate power? Just saying. Construction bridge, yeah, we can do that. The entire world revolves around Sam, don't you know? Exactly. I mean, at this point, it very well could, with how slow everything probably is.
After which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort.
Oh, okay, this is where all these go in. Gotcha. When constructing a bridge, use, yeah, left trigger, hold, and then press Z to select its length, 50 meters or 80 meters. Materials required for completion. Okay. I don't really need to fabricate equipment for this. I have two in my supplies and two in a private locker. I don't need any more. Fine. We can carry it on our back. Yeah, that's fine. Metals. Yeah, because we're not going to go too far with those. More metals. Alright, so let me see what we offload here in an attempt to reduce weight. This, I can put that in my locker for the moment, and then we'll recycle that. Stream Elements bot running. Thank you, Stream Elements bot. Are you actually going to work now? Are you going to be in my chat and, like, pay attention to things? Or are you just going to keep doing whatever the hell you were doing before? Because it definitely wasn't helpful. So I've got one PCC. Thought I had two. Hang that shit on the tool rack. Stream Elements bot running. Okay, it's gonna be one of those days. Stream Elements bot running, guys. Good news. This stuff, I can attach that to my suit. On left hip. Ladder. On right hip. Container repair spray. Left shoulder. Climbing anchor, I mean, we don't even use these that much. I'm gonna put those in my locker. PCC we need, obviously, and then this is the power supply unit itself. I feel like we can, yeah, can we auto-arrange this? Sure, that's fine. It's a little bit more stable looking. But where is Stream Elements bot running from and to? Apparently it's running from and to the same point, because it just keeps saying the same things in a loop. Hit enter too early there? Yeah, I know how that goes. Curse of the keyboard. Alright, so we gotta make a bridge.
Have a pleasant beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
gonna keep mashing the like button.
Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be
We're making a bridge, kids.
access it to submit additional materials.
After all, it's in Sam's name.
Restrictions lifted.
Sam Porter Bridge. I mean, Bridges. I mean... Bridge. I don't know. I was gonna try and come up with something funny to say there, and it didn't happen. Sorry, you can't always be funny, kids. Remember that. You can't always be entertaining. You can hope.
Like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
We just need to put this metal in, right? Is that enough to finish it? So this is how you make, like, permanent structures and shit. Reminds me of the meme where someone accidentally sent an email too soon after only writing, "I am afraid." Dear blank, I am afraid. Oh. I have to say, I've been watching a lot of stuff recently. I tend to watch, like, not necessarily iceberg videos, but a lot of, like, just, here's a bunch of weird random shit that happened videos. Just because I like knowing about weird stuff that's happened. And it's really funny how many things relate back to old Screamer videos. This might not seem super relevant to the conversation. I suppose it's not the most relevant thing ever, but, like, it's really weird the number of things that I've seen that have just been like, hey, you remember this, like, thing that you probably shouldn't look up? It's related to this Screamer thing, or it's related to Jeff the Killer, or it's related to this, and it's just like, huh. Because I don't even like horror stuff that much. I like reading about it, or I like listening to it in the sense that, like, it's good to be... It's good to hear about, like, weird mysteries and shit, you know? And so a lot of that stuff ends up being related to a lot of old Screamer stuff. Because a lot of the like really weird stuff that you hear about is like old ARGs or like, you know, fake forum posts from a guy or whatever. You know, just bizarre shit that happens. It doesn't. I don't even. Not even like necessarily true crime stuff, because that's a whole other realm of things that I'm not particularly fond of, because I don't like true crime. I don't need to hear about creepy shit that people did for ages. You know, occasionally it's interesting. Occasionally it's like, yeah, sure, this is really fucked up. I don't like this. But occasionally it's also just like, alright, that's... Or most time it's just like, okay, that's enough. Don't want to listen to this anymore. Sandalweed. 50% sandal, 50% weed. Guess we're picking that up, huh? I like how it's literally just sandalweed because it looks like a fucking sandal.
There we go.
Because that's just a very naming thing to do. Name the thing after what it is. What's it called? Well, it's orange.
There we go.
We call it an orange. Obviously, stuff like grass probably isn't necessarily the best translation. I forgot the shoe bush, yeah. We got a shoe bush. Sandalweed is what they eat in SoCal, actually. That's how they end up with all the sandals and all the weed. Carrying too much cargo. Yes, I am aware. I am very aware. That's a neat thing that I don't really need to worry about right now. Lost cargo performance enhancing beverages. Somebody just dumped a whole container of Monster Energy here. We're gonna walk all the way up here like this. No, but I am gonna... Sam, you gotta turn around, man. Makes perfect sense. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just like, yep, this is how we name things. Sam, you can do it, man. I believe. Is carrying things not on my back count? Like, if I take these metals off and I carry them by hand... Okay, no. A lot of monster energy. It is a lot of monster energy. Come on, Sam. You can do it. Just make it over there. I am sad. I know I was talking about it earlier. I'm still sad they took out the monster energy thing. I love seeing, like, weird shit like that. Just, like, weird sponsored ads and stuff in games where it's like somebody definitely paid money for this to put it in this game where it's probably not going to make that much of a difference advertising-wise. Because I can guarantee you there's somebody out there who is like, yeah, this is, like, this drink that's only available in this, you know, it's like an in-universe thing, and it's this game, and it's just like, no, Monster Energy just exists in real life. Structure menu. Sam's standing perfectly upright again. Post box. No, that's not what I want to do. I just want to use it. Deliver lost cargo. Performance enhancing beverages. That's Brondo. I think I want to keep the medical instrument. Where's this going? Way station west of Capital Knot City. I mean, yeah, let's put this in here. Sorry, no. Let's keep the performance enhancing beverages and put the medical equipment back. I hate that it goes through that whole screen every time. Something about that's just really annoying. I'm gonna put that metal in, yeah, share lockers. I understand the concept of a locker that you share with other people. I'm gonna put that metal in here. Place that in the share locker. Anything else particularly heavy? No. Just the shit ton of performance-enhancing beverages. Strong wind will make movement trickier and also deplete stamina more quickly. A headwind will slow movement, while a tailwind will speed you along slightly. These effects can be reduced by arranging your cargo so it offers less wind resistance. They put a wind resistance system in this game. I am impressed. Oh, it's raining. Shit. It's raining. Stop raining. I'm in the wrong key. Be a minor. I've got a Dream Theater song stuck in my head now. This is the right way, right? We're heading up this way. Easy, Chief. This wind ain't playing around, huh? Lost cargo. Eh. Must have been Shido's latest shipment. Yeah, that's where all of Shido's... This is actually one of, like, Shido's last canisters. He's been waiting on it for a while, but, you know... It's hard to get Crystal Pepsi these days. Especially with the apocalypse and everything happening, you know? I gotta say, I don't know if I would survive an apocalypse. And I think I'm perfectly... I've sort of just accepted that. Like, if it comes down to the point where we need to, like... we have an apocalypse happening, I'm perfectly fine with just being like, yep, not gonna make it there. And that's okay. This is a nasty storm. Like, I don't know about y'all, like, yeah, sure, I have useful skills. I can, like, I'm an engineer. I can figure out how to work mechanical devices pretty quickly. And I'm not like the worst with tools, although I wouldn't call myself a handyman by any means. You know what I really like about this game, though? Again, this game is about the traversal, which is probably why I'm not super into it, or at least I don't look like I'm that into it. I don't think I want to survive in an apocalypse, even if I could. Yeah, it'd be fucking miserable, man. It'd be different. Yeah, there's a dude. There is a thing. There's a beached thing. Forget who told me that. Oh, I need to take a swig out of the fucking canteen. Drink Bridges Energy. For maximum energy power. Did he just burp? Or was he just going, mmm? Yeah, I think surviving in an apocalypse would be something I wouldn't be particularly inclined to do either. It's just one of those things where it's like, what would you actually do? You know, what would you be doing? Would you continue trying to live life as best you can? Do you continue with whatever life goal that you had? Does that life goal not matter anymore? 'Cause society probably has crumbled, or at least has, like, somewhat crumbled. We're gonna need to move straight past this dude. Oh, there are so many close to me. I took the most ridiculous shit out of the way. Skyrim horsing around the side of the valley to avoid the BTs in this bit. There's a fuck ton of them in here, huh? There are so many. This is actually mildly annoying. I would say I wouldn't mind the game that much if it was just like awkward movement and like being goofy, but honestly, the BT segments are more annoying than anything else. My brain kind of craves the higher stakes hunter-gatherer experience, but I suppose I'll get a existential yet. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a bunch of like things that we can talk about with this. Like, yeah, sure, hunter-gatherer stuff's great. Like, it's sometimes people do want to be able to do that, but like, I don't think that I would be good in that sort of situation. You know? What a lovely forest. I love the scenery. Oh no, it's haunted, exactly. More just a nuisance than anything, but it is a nuisance. Oh, come on, dude. There's one, like, straight in front of me. Fucking hell. Why are there so many of you? Nice, dude. Alright. I'm hitting buttons. The whale came back. Day 53. The whale's back again. Oh, the trees sinking down is a cool touch. I see where the technical shit went for this game. I'm just like, I'm too heavy to stealth properly without losing a shit ton of stamina. Yeah, we lost Shidow's monster. I'm sorry, Shidow. We couldn't save it. Just get me to the fucking thing. I don't care about this. But I need you to fucking move, Chief. There we go. Give me that shit back. Oh, the little, like, hand waves. That's cute. I like the leaning back thing. Alright, we got Shidow's monster back, I think. Although I should probably soothe the baby. Soothe baby. Shake baby.
Everything's okay.
Calm down, bud. Okay, we're in this together, alright? I believe in you. You were a good little bridge baby who is probably like a 50-year-old man, but also a baby. We were attacked by spooky time-traveling tar whales. I'm sure Shido will understand. Yeah, of course. Somebody go into Rowlett's stream tomorrow and just say, hey, I'm sorry, we dropped Shido's monster. Hey, I'm sorry we dropped Shido's monster, but there was some traveling tar whales. Vodka mar baby, shaken, not stirred, exactly. I hate how long this takes. I think that's acceptable. Feeling a little bit better, baby. Alright. It's right there. The EX grenades number 0. Oh no, somebody left them. Yeah, they didn't get that beat up. Yeah, it looks like the time fall hit it some, but I don't think it's that damaged. Sounds like they may be Shido's companions on a different day. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were poking it. Maybe they were gonna deliver it. Just go into Rowlett's stream and ask if they had some tar whales come and get the monster from us. Because, you know, I don't want to just hand it over to strangers. I'm sure Shido will understand. Who am I kidding? Shido's the most unreasonable fucking Ditto that I've ever met. Man craves Nintendogs and Monster Energy, and that's it. I have to say, some of the systems in this don't really, like, the menu systems in particular for this game do not feel intuitive in any way. Maybe it's just because I'm on keyboard and mouse again, but...
We should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look?
Mind if I have a look? Why are you bothering?
How'd you get this here? You fly?
Immediately jumps off. No, dude, I got dragged by a fucking space whale. Less than 50% damage. Well, we did it. We just got beat up.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for
Okay, so this is the next connection. The fact that you have to select cargo not to deliver rather than cargo to deliver is very counterintuitive. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you have a game where you just immediately try and dump everything you can? I get that they were probably trying to make that system more streamlined so that you don't have to click as many buttons, but it ends up becoming unintuitive and you end up clicking more buttons because of it, funny enough. And we're watching this cutscene again. Oh boy, floating. Welcome to Twitter.com.
Network bandwidth is a
No.
limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it.
Sure. New strand established. We are now in what appears to be whatever's south of Ohio. Or no, I'm sorry, that's fucking Michigan. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know where we are anymore, and I don't really care. The middle of the country is just a big fucking mess. This basically is how the middle of the country looks anyway. You can now use the PCC to build generators. Okay. Does that mean we can power the bike? Does that mean we can go get the bike? Take one order standard orders, make delivery, deliver requested supplies, entrust cargo, garage. Yeah, okay.
About time we did our part. Thanks again.
Jake Wind.
Heard the rest of your team.
These feel like fake names. These feel like fake American names that people put together.
Your one-man expedition
Also, I think that most of these guys have basically the same face, and it makes it way funnier.
made it to Edge
Yeah, bike time, go broom broom.
that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same.
Buddy, what you got in that suit, huh?
Feel free to tell
You
her I said
packing?
so, huh?
Well, you got like a bag on your, or like a map on your leg. Hey, what's up, Guillermo?
With your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive as we have no other repatriants to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriants are repellent to BTs.
That would explain why the EX grenades work.
Developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon.
So what you're saying is anytime we got to deal with a BT, you just piss on it, right?
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network.
Also, the fact that you can just do this ruins like every cutscene.
Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding...
I'm gonna go higher! You're immediately pissing on BTs as they're trying to drag you through tar into the underworld. If I'm going out the way I came in. Pissed off and pissing on everything in sight. How many types of VX grenades do you have so far? Just the 2. Type 0 and Type 1. But I haven't used either of them because I don't care, frankly. Recycle.
By handing over excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now these materials... Just remember that each facility has separate stores. Don't get carried away.
I gotta say, the fact that each facility has separate stores makes trying to play through this game... It makes it basically useless to recycle things at any given facility. Unless you're gonna use them immediately.
Sam.
I gotta give the monster to somebody else.
Should a fellow porter decide...
Alright, who's taking the monster? Somebody's gotta do it. I can't deal with this stuff. Just skip it, homie. I don't need to see any of this shit. Private locker. What do we have right now? EX grenades. Two ladders. 2 PCCs. Let me take one of these off. Got a second set of bridges boots. Ready. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a game I can only take in small spurts. Very pretty, though. I think it looks very good for what it is. And I'm very glad to be able to run it, except for right now, apparently, where they're stuttering. Because it's probably the wind farms, but... I'm very glad to be able to run it at the capacity that I can, where I don't really have to worry about, like... You know, I'm recording, streaming, and playing this game. All on this PC, and there's other shit running in the background for audio processing and a bunch of other stuff. And this is running fine. Not having any issues so far. We gotta get you clean, dude. Fuck this, we're going to clean up. So I'm very happy with this PC build. This is just, like, satisfying to me because, you know, I built this thing. I ordered all the parts and built it myself. Oh, can we not, there's no private quarters. That sucks. But yeah, I love the scale. I know we talked about this last time, but I love the scale of America. We're literally at a wind farm that's, like, 2 kilometers from where we started, and the game's like, yeah, dude, you're all the way over in, like... I don't know, you're past Michigan. You're past the mitt of Michigan. Like, what? The sheer scale of the lad. Or lack thereof, whatever you want to call it. Anyway. I think this might be a decent spot to call it, honestly. I'm having a good time with this game, but I think I need to just... chill. I need to see if I can save, though. Because if I can't save, that sucks. Looks like I need to go back. Maybe we're not done. About to head off. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna have to walk back. Yeah, it was about to head off. Me too, man, but apparently not.
I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
Sorry, Sam. I can't allow you to build a structure there.
Damn.
Pick a spot outside the sensor ring and try again.
I just want to build a bridge to literally nowhere. But yeah, don't worry. We're just going to be walking back, basically. I'm done with trying to fucking play this game right now. I'm tired. Put it away. Also, you need to eat, homie. Gotta get them crunchies. He's eating so many of them. Alright. So, cargo. Why am I carrying this? Okay, now I'm not. Great. But we're good. Over here. Alright, back we go. But yeah, don't worry, we're not doing much other than this. I'm not going all the way back to Capital Knot. I'm sorry. Not right now. Let's head back to, distribution center. Because I think Sam needs a rest, I need a rest, we could all use a good rest. Oh, there's a convenient spot. Yeah, now that we've used the bridge, or now that we've linked up everything and we've got the chiral network in place, now we can start using the structures in the area to help traverse a bunch of the bullshit. Run straight into the pillar. Yeah, this is a decent game though. I feel like I'm not able to focus on it very much, which is a bit disappointing. Maybe it's just, or I feel like I'm not able to like be entertaining with this game, which is another thing. I don't know, maybe you guys would say otherwise, but to me it very much feels like I'm not very good at being entertaining with this game. And I'm kind of okay with that, as long as you guys are having fun with it, but to me it feels weird. But I don't know, that's me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am a funny person sometimes, or at least an entertaining person. Because those aren't always the same thing, mind you. Being funny and being entertaining are two different things, and anybody who doesn't really understand how to distinguish between them is... well, they need to look a little bit harder. There's a definite difference. Alright, Sam. Sam. Up ladder. No fall. This is a pretty steep slope. You could call this a slippery climb. Say, making a stupid Crash Bandicoot reference. I'm enjoying it. It's a good late night stream for me. Good chill vibes. Fair enough. Hey, as long as you guys are enjoying it, that's the important part. Obviously, yeah, I know what y'all are going to say. Yeah, streamers' enjoyment is important too. I don't mind playing this. This is a brain-dead game for me in the sense that, like, yes, I'm doing a lot of management, but that's kind of it. You know, like, I'm just sort of goofing off with a game at this point. Now, I do have to start thinking, when I get back, I've got a couple things I want to do, and one of those things is going to be... when I get back, I've got some thinking that I need to do about a couple things. One of those things that I definitely need to think about is I need to think about getting a new mic. And I know this isn't gonna matter much to you guys, but I want to get a professional, well, not a professional, but I want to get a, I want to get an audio interface, I think. And the reason I want to get an audio interface is because I want to get a new mic, and I've also just got a new set of studio headphones, which means I can plug both of those things into that, and probably save myself a decent amount of struggle, honestly, with audio device nonsense. And I think it would allow me to use some audio software, maybe start using a DAC and make my own music in some aspect, maybe? I doubt it, but possibly. For me, it's pretty much the same regardless of the game, only really matters whether I played it or not, unless I also just vibe, hey, that's all I'm asking for. That's one of the weird things about being a variety streamer. For being a variety streamer, you don't have a niche, necessarily. The niche is you as a person, right? You don't have some niche game that you're constantly looking at. You have, here's like maybe this small group of games, and if people like those sorts of games, that could be good. But for the most part, people are just there for you. So there's no niche to really look at, you know? And that's both good and bad. It's good because it means that people are just going to be there no matter what you do, because they enjoy you being you, and that's great. But it's also bad in the sense that, like, for, like, metrics, you know? And I get it, metrics aren't everything, and I definitely don't care that much about metrics, otherwise I would be trying a completely different strategy with how I'm doing all this stuff. I'd probably still be over on Twitch at that point. I like the little thing that peeks out of the ground to look at you. But yeah, it's very interesting to think about the fact that, like, yeah, because of the fact that you were a variety streamer, and there are so many other variety streamers, you're just probably not gonna make it the same way that maybe a larger streamer would, or even the same type of streamer might make it way better than you. Not like I care that much. I've got my own job. This isn't something I'm doing as like a full-time job, but it's stuff that I think about, because this sort of stuff does come up a lot in streamer communities. Hell, a lot of people get jealous about weird shit like this.
Back, are you? You trying to put the rest of us to shame?
Big NPC dialogue energy.
See you around.
By that I mean he's actually an NPC. But anyway, I'm not taking any orders right now. I'm going to fucking bed. Rest in private room. Also, I need to get a new wrist rest. If any of you guys have a suggestion for a wrist rest, I've got the one. It's magnetic and it like sort of like latches onto my keyboard. It's a Razer or not a Chroma from like years ago. But the problem is it's starting to like, you can see it right there. It's starting to like flake off, and I really hate it. And it's where I rest my wrist most of the time, and it just keeps flaking off onto my hand because my hands sweat, and then it sticks. So it's just getting worse. If anybody's got some suggestions for a new wrist rest, feel free to throw them in the Discord or just recommend them here. You got a shower, homie.
You might be missing out on helpful tips or even special rewards.
Might be missing out on helpful tips or special rewards. Yeah.
The ones with yellow subject lines.
This is like me at work. Are you actually gonna do a thing, or are you just gonna... Oh, he starts pointing. I really have to say, all the mocap for, like, the... All the mocap for the, for, like, the private room stuff feels so off. And that's a good thing, but it's very silly, you know? 2 EX grenades, number 1. Time to do some used toilet shitting. I can send you the one I use, which is alright so far. Don't think it'll get flaky. That's all I'm asking for. I like this keyboard, and I might keep it for another year or two. I do eventually want to... The Norman Reedus ads on AMC. They kept... How did they keep the AMC stuff? Also, I like the idea that they're just going to throw shit at the BTs, and it's going to make them run away. The private room stuff freaks me out so much. There's so many weird things. Oh, fuck's sake. Please don't make me sit through this. I don't care. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is on GDQ right now. You know where I'm sending you guys. You know where I'm sending you guys. I can't officially do like a raid. Maybe someday I'll be able to do that on YouTube, but for the moment, no. You guys can clip though. Please clip anything stupid that comes up, or funny. Funny or stupid, both are fine. Why are we just watching him rub his pits? Do you not have soap, dude? Did they forget soap exists? Or does he just not use soap? Classy. But yeah, I like this keyboard. I like this keyboard. I'm probably going to keep it for another year before I swap it out. But this thing, it's not even technically a true mechanical keyboard. It's got mechanical, like, clicky sounds, but it's literally just a touch. Like, it's... You could dump water all over this thing and it'd work fine. It's not mechanical. Alright. So, I don't know. What else do we want to do today? Activate terminal. Save some shit. System. Save. Save completed. I'm gonna save again because literally my current computer saves too fast. I'm on an NVMe SSD, so it's just plugged straight into the motherboard, and like it's way too fast when it needs to be, man. And I'm very happy for it, but it also freaks me out when I'm playing games. I'm like, did it really save, or did it fail? And it's just saying that it saved. Anyway, that's enough of that shit. All right. I had a good time with this stuff today. I think I might do another session or two of this before just, like, going. Apparently, shout out to Lil OxyClean, it was here first, and maybe is still here. I don't know if you're here. Cheers. You don't have to come out of lurking or anything, but I guess the chat has decided it's not working today either. One day I'll figure out what the fuck to do with this. Maybe I'll just take the chat bit off, and I'll just, like... Maybe I just need to redo my overlays. Maybe when I come back from vacation, I'll redo my overlays, take a week off or two, and just redo my overlays. Or maybe I'll do them on stream. Although that would require me porting over all my stuff to my other operating system. But that's not that big of a deal, really. I don't know. Anyway, you guys... Well, as far as like an unofficial raid or anything goes, yeah, we're gonna send you on over to some Twitch. Go over to SGDQ. Go over to Games Done Quick over on Twitch. I'll pop it in the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is being run. This is the game that I played in full on the channel for Memorial Day. Yeah, have an excellent time zone, guys. Wherever you are, hope you're having a good night, a good evening, good morning, whatever it might be. Get yourself some rest, take care of yourselves. Make sure you get something to drink, something to eat. Getting up and stretching, stopping looking at your computer screens. You guys know the drill. Take care of yourself. Exercise if you can. Be safe. Make sure to spay and neuter your pets. Please do both. It's very important. They told me in the 70s and the 80s that I needed to do that, and I got spayed and neutered, and I came out perfectly fine, guys. I'm definitely old enough to be from the 70s. Take it easy, guys.